The house at the end of Willow Lane had been empty for 17 years. Not because it was falling apart, but because everyone who stayed longer than a week left quietly, without explanation. When Daniel moved in, he told himself stories didn't matter. He was tired, broke, and the rent was cheap enough to ignore rumors. The first night was peaceful, almost disappointingly normal, until he realized the silence felt staged, like a room holding its breath. On the second night, Daniel noticed the smell. It wasn't rot or mold, but something colder, like rain hitting old stone. It drifted through the hallway after midnight, lingering near the stairs. He followed it once, curious, only to find the staircase darker than it. He laughed nervously and went back to bed, telling himself old houses always smelled strange. He stopped sleeping after that. The ghost didn't rush him. It observed. Doors were found slightly open when he knew he'd closed them. His name appeared scratched faintly into the dust on the coffee table.
Nervous laugh.
Answering emails or talking to himself. A whisper echoed his words half a second later. Imperfect and broken, like someone practicing speech. Daniel searched the house records online and found only fragments. A woman named Eleanor who lived alone. Neighbors who described her as quiet, forgettable, polite. She died at home, undiscovered for days. No family claimed the body. No funeral was recorded. Daniel realized something then that night, the ghost finally appeared. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but slowly. Eleanor stood at the end of the hallway. Shape blurred, face half-formed, eyes empty yet desperate. She whispered, "Don't go," voice layered with static and longing. Daniel tried to speak, but the air pressed against his chest, heavy and tight. He realized the house wasn't haunted by anger. It was haunted by loneliness. The ghost followed him from room to room after that, always a few steps behind. But when he tried to leave, the front door opened into the hallway again. The windows reflected the inside of the house instead of the street. On the 12th night, Daniel woke to find himself standing in the hallway at 2:16 a.m. Unsure how he got there, Eleanor stood in front of him, clearer than ever, smiling softly. She said,
"You see me?"
The house looked ordinary in daylight, with pale yellow walls and a porch that creaked gently in the wind. When Mira moved in, she noticed the silence immediately. Birds never landed on the roof. Insects vanished near the windows. She told herself it was peaceful. The first night, her sleep was deep but unsettling. She dreamed she was standing in every room at once. Watching herself from corners she didn't remember entering. When she woke, her bedroom door stood open. She was certain she had closed it. Every night after, she closed it again, and every morning it was open. The stairs creaked only beneath her feet. The hallway light flickered as she passed. At exactly 2:17 a.m., the kitchen clock stopped ticking, leaving the house painfully still. She unplugged it, but the silence returned the next night anyway. Whispers soon followed, soft enough to sound like pipes shifting inside the walls. Slowly, they shaped into words she couldn't understand. When Mira pressed her ear to the wall, she felt vibrations like a heartbeat. The whispers followed her wherever she went, always just behind her. One evening, muddy child-sized footprints appeared, leading from the front door to the basement stairs. They ended halfway down. From the darkness below, a voice whispered her name, calm and patient. In the basement, she found a hidden room filled with photographs of people standing inside the house. At the center was a mirror. In it, Mira saw herself standing behind her reflection, whispering. The house didn't want fear. It wanted company. And when neighbors later saw lights glowing at night, they assumed Mira was happy there, never knowing the house was finally full again.